Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to learn the formula for volume and surface area of a cylinder. So what is a cylinder? Before that, let's recall from our previous lesson, we learned that a prism is a solid with a uniform cross-section, and the base of the prism, it can be any polygon, a polygon of any number of sides. For example, it could be a square, rectangle, trapezium, parallelogram, and so on. So a cylinder is similar to a prism, however, it is a solid with two circular ends. So the base is a circle. In that case, we call it a cylinder. Okay, so it has a uniform circular cross-section. Wherever you cut the cylinder along the height, it will give you the exact same circle. Okay, the distance between the two bases, for example, over here, this is the top and this is the bottom. The distance between the two bases is what we call the height of the cylinder. So let us look at the volume formula for cylinder. Now for prism, we learned that the formula for volume of prism is the base area multiplied by height. So a cylinder is also a special type of a prism. So in that sense, the formula still applies. It's base area times height. However, because we know that the base in this case is definitely a circle, we can recall that the base area of a circle is pi r square, or pi times r times r. So the formula for volume of cylinder is pi r square times h. So in short, pi r square h. We take pi times r times h. That gives us the volume. Next, let us look at how to find the surface area of cylinder. So what is the surface area? Basically, we need to add all the areas together. Okay, so all the areas on the surface of the cylinder. So it's this part, and it will be this part, and of course the base. Now, what would this cylinder look like if I opened it up as a net? Okay. Now, you can see in this applet, there is a cylinder. We can adjust the height of the cylinder. So I'm going to slide this cylinder open so that you can see the net of this cylinder. So, of course, you will know that the top is a circle and the bottom is a circle. Now, can you see what I'm going to do is it's as if I have a rolled up paper which forms a cylinder, and I'm going to open up the rolled up paper. So you imagine this pink portion is actually a paper that you roll into a cylinder. So what happens as I open this up? Can you see that once I open it up, it actually becomes just a rectangle. Now, how would we find the area of this rectangle? Now it simplifies the question, right? We just need to take the length times the breadth. Can you see the short length of this rectangle is basically just the height of the cylinder? Can you see the height of the cylinder is the short length of the rectangle? Now, what about the long end of the rectangle? Let's see what happens. You know, look at the black line around the circle. Can you see that if I open up this black line, it will actually form exactly the long length of the rectangle. Now, why is this so? Let me close it back up again. Let me see whether you can observe. Can you see that when I open up the paper is actually all the way until the black line. Can you see the black line completely covers the top of the cylinder? So if I open it up, the black line would actually form the long length of the rectangle. So you can see that it is actually basically two circles and one rectangle that makes up the surface area of a cylinder. So to find the surface area of a cylinder, we need to find the area of the two circles and one rectangle. Now in this diagram here, we have indicated for you that this long length is actually the circumference of the circle, which is given by 2 pi r. And h is actually the height of the original cylinder before it was opened up. So the area of this rectangle will be 2 pi r times h. So this is for the rectangle. And then we need to add the two circles, which is 2 times of pi r square. Pi r square is one circle. So 2 times of pi r square will give us the area of the two circles. So this is the formula that you need to remember for area of cylinder.